Good night, I'm Mr. Z, and here's the top headline of today. British content creator Bonnie Blue, or Tia Billinger as you all know her, and you all have memory with her, 26 years old, oh my god, she's young, is now facing a dramatically different legal landscape in Bali, where she was arrested last week in a high-profile raid that initially carried the possibility of up to 15 years in prison under Indonesia's strict anti-pornography laws. In the days since, the case has shifted sharply, with investigators signaling that the pornography allegations may not hold and instead turning their attention to lesser violations that could see her deported as early as this weekend. Billinger was detained alongside several men, mostly Australians, after police seized her widely publicized bank bus. Authorities originally suspected she had been producing pornographic content on the island, a serious offense in Indonesia. 14 men were questioned and had their passports temporarily confiscated, though most were soon released as witnesses. A major twist emerged when an anonymous expat came forward, identifying himself as the person who alerted police to Billinger's activities. Speaking to Australian media, he described following her brightly colored bus around Bali and said officers were initially confused about what they were being asked to investigate. According to the informant, he explained to police that Billinger had been publicly bragging about sexual encounters involving barely legal school leavers and planned to upload footage globally. Behavior, he said, threatened Bali's reputation. The individual emphasized that locals and business community and long-term expatriates did not want the island associated with such content. He also noted that despite the raid, police arrived moments before any sexual acts were filmed, making prosecution more difficult. As the case intensified, Billinger appeared at the immigration office in Bali, smiling and offering flippant remarks to reporters, including a provocative "subscribe and you'll find out." When asked whether she planned to continue making explicit content, her demeanor and attire prompted criticism from legal experts who noted that public modesty is expected in Bali, and that defendants typically show remorse when navigating sensitive legal issues in conservative regions. Behind the scenes, however, the legal ground was shifting. Reports from Indonesian authorities suggested that none of the seized material contained actual pornographic acts. It seems like the Bonnie offered the police behind the scenes one-night stand. A police spokesperson stated that no sexually explicit activity had been identified, and the regional police chief confirmed that investigators had found no pornographic elements so far. So, by this we can realize Bonnie Blue have slept with all of them. And yes, this is true. This is the easiest thing for her to do. As a result, the focus has moved away from criminal pornography charges and toward potential immigration and traffic violations uncovered during the raid. Officials are now examining whether Billinger was working commercially while in the country on a tourist visa, a violation that can lead to detention or deportation. Investigators are also reviewing the status of the bus used in her filming, including claims that it had been repainted in a color that did not match its registration documents, and that, according to her publicist, Billinger still doesn't have access to her passport or phone and has been questioned daily by immigration authorities. Multiple immigration-related charges are reportedly under consideration, and a court appearance is scheduled for Friday. Complicating the situation further is Billinger's online activity. Just days before her arrest, she posted a 7-minute video promoting an upcoming bank bus, like in a bus that in that is something like that happens. So she posted a 7-minute video promoting an upcoming bank bus tour, complete with the mock embassy scenes and staged travel footage. Analysts say the material, though fake, may have drawn unwanted attention and fueled community complaints by openly discussing sexual encounters with young men. Indonesian authorities have stated They are reviewing her social media accounts as part of the inquiry. Legal experts note that while pornography charges could still resurface if investigators uncover explicit content on her devices, time is running short. If nothing constitutes a criminal violation, officials may pursue a swift resolution to prevent prolonged international scrutiny. With Bali's tourist-dependent reputation at stake and local sensitivities running high, the most likely outcome now appears to be administrative penalties followed by deportation. Billinger's case, once framed as a major international criminal investigation, may soon conclude as a continuous immigration dispute, a rapid reversal driven by shifting evidence, public pressure, and the realities of Indonesian law.